So this is going to be pretty quick. I just wanted to discuss a few things that have happened. A while back, I posted in a video some of the calls we're getting from this false prophet who continues to try to, tell my mom, oh, there's evil around you, and someone's trying to hurt you, and your family's trying to hurt you, and this and that, and of course, pay him, and he'll remove the curse. You know how that works. Um, And I also mentioned that now, not only are they calling again, but the number to have to be removed from the list is not working. It's not functioning. So I can't even call to have us removed. Well, those calls are picking up and they're getting worse. And I try to delete them as soon as they come in. But sometimes I just don't get there in time. And my mom ends up getting the call or getting the message that's left on the answering service. And of course, because she buys into it, it creates more trouble at home, right? She becomes more suspicious, more paranoid of me because I'm the only one here. And, this happened before too in the old apartment where, she wouldn't eat. And if I didn't make her food, if I didn't give her something, she wouldn't eat at all. But if I tried to get her to eat, she was suspicious of me as if I was trying to hurt her. Or she would take oil and rub it all over the walls because supposedly, it was olive oil because supposedly God anointed olive oil. But the problem is she would rub it all over the walls, and oil is, dirt and dust collects to it. It binds to it. So the walls became dirty, really filthy. And if I tried to wash it, of course, she would then use that to justify why I'm just so evil, I must hate God, right? But if I didn't, and people would come in and see the mess, they would wonder why I wasn't cleaning it up, because I was the one who was supposed to be cleaning it up. So it's creating hell, And then there's the hoarding, where she would hoard and hoard and hoard all this stuff. And if I tried to clean it up, she would try to say that Satan was using me to hurt her, or she would blame me for losing something that I didn't touch. She had lost it in the junk that she hoarded. If I didn't try to clean it up, and I let it go, people would come in and they would wonder what the mess was. Why wasn't I cleaning up? So I was constantly in a damned either way situation. And, this false prophet, these calls that are coming in only make things worse because it adds to her delusion that her family is trying to hurt her. And I'm not saying that there's no one in the family who's done evil. Of course there is. One of her brothers has done a hell of a lot of damage to our lives. But at the same time, I'm the one who's here. I'm the one who has to deal with the hoarding and the mess and, the food issue. And so I'm the one who gets the brunt of this blame. So now those calls are coming in again, and she is hissing about Satan this, Satan that. She does this all night long, whispers under her breath against me. I bring her dinner, and as soon as I walk away, she starts hissing about Satan again. And, I was just breaking down. Before the lockdown, before the pandemic, at least I could go out and walk around. Yes, even at night. Even at night, I could go out and walk around just to get away from this shit for a little while. But now I can't, and we're in a fucking studio now. Now it's a studio, and I can't leave. And so yesterday she was pulling this thing again where she wasn't eating, and she's been doing this now for a few days where she hasn't been eating, and I have to stand there over her and make sure she eats. She's also doing the thing again where she'll take something dirty or something that she'll drop on the floor and then put it to her mouth just to upset me, right? Because, it's obviously not clean. And I know this is mental illness. I think she probably has OCD and maybe some other issues. She probably has autism. I don't know. But I'm not a professional psychiatrist. I'm not a professional psychologist. I'm a caregiver, but I'm not a professional caregiver. I'm in no position to deal with this, especially alone for 20-something years, and now during a pandemic, it's crazy. So yesterday I just broke down. I broke down when it got to the point where she didn't eat her dinner, and I had to stand there, and I broke down, and I screamed, I cursed, I went into the bathroom, and I just dared them to kill me. Just do it already. I said something like, if it's going to be like this, just do it. Just kill me then. And no, I'm not suicidal. I don't want to die. But, when you're at the very end of what you can take, the very breaking point, I don't know. And I love her. That's why I'm doing this. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Oh, and by the way, the blanket behind me, it's faux fur. It's fake. It's I got it off Amazon. If you type in luxury throws or fake fur, you could probably find it there. Anyway, I just say that because I know that I had said I went vegan, and I did, and I stayed that way. Right, so what else? So last night then, to get out of the apartment, I went to do laundry, and a woman came into the laundry room, and she had her cell phone dangling on something by her side, on a chain by her side. And as she passed me, the camera went off. So I don't know if she had set it to go off at a specific time, or if someone was using remote control, but the camera went off. And when I looked closer, I saw that the camera case was the same design that I had looked up online for something that my mother had wanted. And I had looked it up the day before. My mom had wanted something. She'd wanted a new shower curtain for the bathroom. And we went through a bunch of designs, and she told me what she wanted, and I looked that up, and I found it. And so the same design was on the cell phone. So again, it's more references, more just trying to get my attention. And then finally today, my mom she's scratching her hand raw, where it's almost to the point where it's bleeding now. And, this is bad. It's bad. There's nothing there. There's no cut. I mean, she's cutting it, but there's no there could be an infection. There's no, it's not like there's a bite or a mosquito bite or a rash or something that should be causing the itching, right? The damage that's being done, she's doing. The problem is that could look bad, couldn't it? People already hear me breaking down. They hear me shouting. They hear me just going crazy. And because I'm a target of organized stalking, I'm never given a chance to defend myself or explain myself or tell my side. And they're told not to listen to me and not to give me a chance to speak. And when I try to explain something to somebody, it's always interrupted. Someone starts shouting or comes by and creates a commotion or comes up to the person and tries to get their attention away, or they'll interrupt in some way. Or they'll, if I can explain something, they'll get to them later and lie about me. So I'm not allowed a defense. So this can be bad, and I'm just so effing tired. I'm sick of everything. I'm sick of everything. The pounding hasn't stopped. Last night, it wasn't just the pounding, it was the creaking again, and I posted how that sounds. I posted that a few times. A few times in the middle of the night, there was a thud on the ceiling, and I know that sometimes I'll wake up and I won't know what woke me up, but last night I knew what woke me up. It was that thud on the ceiling. Anyway, just to let people know what's going on. Peace.